pot, Chinese pot. That's the way to learn Chinese. Chinese pot, Chinese pot.
Hello, welcome once again to Chinese Pod. We bring you lessons in spoken Mandarin. We're coming to you from Shanghai, China. Today's lesson is a newbie lesson. That is a beginner's lesson. And my name is Ken Carroll.
And I'm Jenny.
And we're talking about animals today.
Yes, we're going to the zoo, going to the nature.
Oh, are we really? We're going to meet some animals, in fact.
Yeah.
How do you say the word animal?
动物动物
动物. Okay.
Two for sound.
Wow. 动物. That's an interesting... So let's listen to our dialogue. It's not a dialogue really today. It's different.
It's a sound aid
It sounds... Okay. Well, we got sound effects here to help you.
So you hear the sound that the animal makes,
Yeah.
and then you hear the Chinese sounds asking what animal is that, and you hear the Chinese name of the animal.
Great. Well, let's do it.
First animal. 这是什么动物？这是猴子。这是猴子。Second animal. 这是什么动物？这是狮子。这是狮子。Third animal. 这是什么动物？这是大象。这是大象。Fourth animal. 这是什么动物？这是蛇。这是蛇。Fifth animal. 这是什么动物？这是鸟。这是鸟。
A lot of students of Chinese Pod tell us while they love to speak and listen to Mandarin, they are a bit intimidated to learn how to read and write in it because of the complexity of Chinese characters. That's why we created the 66 Characters series. Try it and see for yourself.
Okay, well done. Interesting, nice sounds there. And Jenny made all of those sounds herself. And she did a great job there. Very convincing.
And I didn't even need to practice.
Well, let's see. Let's take a look at the translations.
这是什么动物？
What animal is this?
这是什么动物？
Which animal is that?
这是什么动物？这是猴子。
This is a monkey.
这是猴子。
This is a monkey.
这是猴子。这是狮子。
This is a lion.
这是狮子。
This is a lion.
这是狮子。这是大象。
This is an elephant.
这是大象。
This is an elephant.
这是大象。这是蛇。
This is a snake.
这是蛇。
This is a snake.
这是蛇。这是鸟。
This is a bird.
这是鸟。
This is a bird.
这是鸟。
Okay, colorful stuff here. And let's get back to the question because it's a very useful question. So
Very
let's
useful
look at
pattern.
that. Indeed.
这是什么动物
Great. Now, we had the word for animal, which is 动物.
Yes.
Right? And the tones for 动物 are 4
Fourth
and
and
4. Let's hear it again, please, Jenny.
动物
Okay.
动物
Now, the word 动, what does it actually mean?
It means to move or
move.
movement.
Okay.
And 物 means a creature.
A creature, so a moving
A
creature.
moving creature. An
Great,
animal.
interesting. And the origin of the word animal in Latin as well has the same type of things,
really?
things that move. Anyway, now, so the word 动物 meaning animal, and you want to ask the question. So this is how you say it. Let's hear it again, please.
这是什么动物
Now, literally translated, 这是 meaning this is.
Yes.
Okay, in English you reverse it, the order.
Yes.
What animal is it? Right? But in Chinese you say, this is what animal? Now, so 这是 meaning this is,
Yeah.
and then 什么 meaning what? Essentially.
What? Yeah. It creates a question, basically.
Indeed, great. Now that pattern can be used actually to ask, anything that you see, you know.
When you want to ask what kind, which kind is this?
Or even if you don't know what the noun is, you can just point at the thing and say,
Oh, yes. 这是什么这是什么
meaning what is that? So, great. Now, one more time. So how do you ask that? What animal is this? What's this animal called?
这是什么动物
Great. Now, here we have like 5 animals here,
Yes,
so
we
high
do.
frequency stuff. Now, let's look at them. So, the first one we had was
猴子猴子
猴子. Now, 猴子 means a
A monkey. Just sounds like a monkey. Very lively, very vivacious.
It kind of does, indeed. Yeah. 猴子. Yeah, maybe it does. You're right. Now, the tones there are...
Second and neutral.
Great. Second and neutral. Now, notice here that the 猴子, the 字, this is a very common character in Chinese. And it performs an important function here. Now, let's look at a couple more examples then, and we'll explain a little bit more about the function that this character uses. So the second word we had was lion, and that is...
狮子狮子
Now, that is the same 字,
字,
right?
yeah.
It's the same 字. The first part is...
狮狮
And that's first tone.
That's correct.
狮子, right? And that means lion.
Yes.
Now, actually, what happens here is, I think that you have characters like 猴 and shi.
Yeah.
They're very high frequency.
That's true.
Chinese doesn't have a lot of syllables to go
Yes.
around. So it tends to reuse the same syllables but with different tones. And so what happens here is the 字 here, it helps you to focus. It gives you a little bit more context on the
Yeah,
word.
that's true. So we have a lot of same sound
Yes.
characters.
Indeed.
And in order to differentiate, to
Yes.
help distinguish them,
Yes.
we add
Yeah,
字.
because essentially Chinese is kind of a monosyllabic language. It's the, if
it
you just write the word 猴, that will be
Yeah.
clear.
Yes.
Or shi, that will be clear you're talking about. When you're speaking in context, you need to add the 字 quite often because those syllables have many different meanings when you combine them with
That's
different
true.
characters. Anyway, so let's hear those two again. So monkey and lion.
猴子猴子狮子狮子
Great. Now let's move on to another 2-character animal, but not using the 字, and that is elephant.
大象大象
Now, 4th tone and 4th tone. 大
Correct.
象. We don't need a whole lot of explanation here. The 大 here means big.
big, yeah, as elephants are in size.
Indeed. And maybe a mnemonic to remember, the big elephant, the heavy 4th tone. 大象. It's
Oh,
like
yes.
the big, heavy
You see,
creature.
it just sounds like an elephant.
It does. Well, it does to you, you see. Yeah. So 大象 is elephant. Now, the next one we had was snake.
蛇蛇
Now, good practice there, I find, for the second tone. 蛇.
蛇
蛇.
蛇
Now, that's it. The second tone. 蛇. And the last one we had was bird.
鸟鸟
Now, that interestingly is a 3rd tone.
Correct.
So, if you wouldn't mind again, a couple more times, please, Jenny.
Hey guys, it's Michael here at Chinese Pod. and we want to say thank you to all of our faithful subscribers. If you're not registered yet, head over to ChinesePod.com now and get 20% off.
We got promo codes. Save your money. Promo code. Learn Chinese. Register now at ChinesePod.com.
Use promo code GET20 at checkout to get 20% off your first year.
鸟
Great. Niao. Now, so these are, as I said, these are basic words, high frequency stuff. You've heard them in context. Let's listen to them again, perhaps in context.
First animal. 这是什么动物？这是猴子。这是猴子。Second animal. 这是什么动物？这是狮子。这是狮子。Third animal. 这是什么动物？这是大象。这是大象。Fourth animal. 这是什么动物？这是蛇。这是蛇。Fifth animal. 这是什么动物？这是鸟。这是鸟。
Okay, good. Interesting, colorful stuff.
Yeah.
And hope you learned a lot from that. That, as I said, that super high frequency question. Maybe we'll just look at that one more time.
这是什么动物？
Great. 这是什么动物? And you can change the 动物 to whatever it is to ask the question. Well, Jenny, I think you did a great job on those sounds there. Thanks for that today.
I enjoyed the free trip to the zoo.
Oh, did you? Good. Yeah. Well, what you can do, of course, is go to ChinesePod.com and drill down, do a bit more digging and deeper there to explore the language and see more of it in exercises and so on.
Exactly.
In the meantime, we'll continue working on our next lessons, and we'll be back again tomorrow with another one. So for now, it's time for us here in Shanghai, China to say
再见。
Mandarin, your terms, ChinesePod, ChinesePod.com.
As usual, ChinesePod provides an extensive selection of learning materials for this lesson on its website, www.ChinesePod.com. You can access this lesson directly with the lesson number 0346. So just go to www.ChinesePod.com/0346 and you will find a transcript, vocabulary, and much more. The link again, www.ChinesePod.com/0346.